Hello, my internet friends. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. Happy New Year. It's been a few days of 2026 and it's definitely feeling better than 2025. I guess we have to say that. We have to believe that. It's like when people choose to have kids or don't. You just have to be a wonderful parent and choose to believe that this was the right choice. So I thought I'd do a little sit down video style situation and talk about a few of the main goals that I have for this year. I am someone who doesn't like to overload her plate, so I don't make this huge ass list. Mine are, I believe, pretty simple and pretty doable. So I wanted to talk to you guys about some of my very much achievable goals for 2026. I have obviously my big picture goals that have to do with my career and my personal life. But in this video, I only want to talk about habits that I want to start to implement in my day-to-day, and also offline activities, hobbies, and sort of different things that I want to achieve this year and want to start just doing for myself because it just fills my cup. I just wanted to share some of mine, and if you guys have any that pop into your head and want to leave a comment and let me know and we can sort of riff off each other, that'd be great. I really like knowing what other people's goals are for the year. With that said, let's dive in. First up, I do want to subscribe between 1 to 2 art magazines. I believe most of what I'm consuming is from my cell phone, and I don't think everything there is to know is solely online. I do believe that there is space for print in my life, and I would like to also support these businesses. So first on the list is Never Too Small, which is a YouTube channel that I love. They have their own magazine that they sort of only print 3 to 4 times a year. I just subscribed to them. Excited to receive my first one in 3 months, I believe. I've never actually subscribed to a magazine before, a physical one. So I'm excited to just get information outside of my cell phone, period. And then the second one, I still don't know which one of these does physical copies or not, but maybe either The Cut, or there's some magazines from the Netherlands that I'm learning about that I would like to see what they cover exactly. So I'm still doing that research. The point is to spend more time offline, even if I want to consume images and what people are putting together, and just having that tactile thing again. And I'm excited to learn more about different artists' processes, interior design, architecture. So that's the first one. And then my next goal is that I would like to read more. I haven't been reading any books lately. More so than a few minutes to meditate, I'm not reading. And I used to meditate and then read for at least 30 minutes to an hour. And I kind of want to make time for that again. So I was thinking to start with micro steps, like Ariana Huffington says. Just do 30 minutes of a book that I'm really into. Also because in the morning I feel like I can retain information because I have you're clear-minded in the morning, and I haven't immediately grabbed my phone or anything like that. Basically just open to receive information. And obviously I want to read books because I want to expand my vocabulary and just for general knowledge. Also, if I don't have the time to read 30 minutes in the morning, I will try to make time for it at night. Lately, as I've lessened my screen time and scrolling, I actually go to bed with some energy, and I do have the bandwidth to do 30 minutes of a book and actually retain that information because I'm scrolling less. So that's another one of my goals for this year. I do want to pick up an offline hobby, be more consistent with my tennis practices because I do have my own tennis gear. Tennis is really good for the brain as well. So I'm very consistent with my Pilates at home, but I can get so lazy when it comes to tennis. I don't know why, or maybe I don't know. I would like to start with at least once a week, whether it's with my boyfriend or a coach. It'll just force me to move my body, and it's healthy for you. And I understand that keeping your eye on the ball, I don't know, makes you sharper. It's definitely something that I want to cultivate for the rest of my life as I begin to age. I would like to write more from the heart. I definitely need to just block out time, intentionally block out time to just write about what's on my mind. I've sort of been oh shit, I haven't posted anything in a while. Let me write something out. I'm sort of grabbing old things that I've written from my notes app and then expanding on that idea, which I guess it's fine, but I don't like the feeling of having to rush through it because I don't have anything to post that week. Yeah, I definitely want to intentionally block out time, whether it's once or twice a week, to just write. and then choose from there what I'm willing to share online, specifically for short form. So recently I've had to take a step back from social media as a consumer because everyone's going so fast, and I'm someone who likes to digest things at a slower pace and like not necessarily be attacked with whatever's trending at the moment, you know? So I think this is why my content on Instagram and TikTok has evolved into something a bit more poetic, introspective, and intentional. So if you like consuming beautiful carousel posts, I'll leave one right here so you sort of get the gist of what I'm posting. Then follow me on Instagram. I totally appreciate it. I'm very much someone who's doing things from a different place in her life. I'm not feeling like I'm participating in a rat race. I'm sort of going at the pace that feels aligned with myself, with my soul. And as I've pivoted to more poetic, introspective social media work, I feel like growth is slower, but it's more profound, it's deeper, and that matters. And that also has its own audience because I'm that kind of consumer too. I think audiences are responding less to performance metrics and more to like authenticity, intimacy, and like narrative consistency. I think that's important, and there is space for that. So my next goal for 2026 is that I would love to write letters to friends or send like cute postcards, because when I was a teenager, my friends and I would write each other like letters for our birthdays, or like even boyfriends would write letters and stuff like that. And I feel like this is an art form that's sort of lost because we're so digital. Everyone just sends a text or whatever, which is nice because it's fine, like someone took the time to write something out of their busy schedule. But I definitely feel like the act of sitting and really thinking about this person and writing like a handwritten letter is very precious, and it's something I would like to do just a few times a year, like not putting so much pressure on it, but it's definitely something that I want to do. And also it gives me an excuse to buy more stickers because I am a sticker freak. Like, let me show you. Like, look at this. J'adore. And then hold up, look at these beauties. Stickers. I like cute stickers, you know what I mean? Not just any old sticker. Another goal that I have for 2026 is that I would like to subscribe to a few independent writers on Substack. I mean, I guess they're all independent writers, but I would love to check out like what's happening in that platform because it exists for a reason. That means people are consuming at a slower pace, which is amazing, and actually like taking in a lot of information. So I would like to check out what kind of writers live in that space and sort of see what's out there. It's a little lower on my 2026 goals list because it's digital. I feel like the main theme for all of this is that we're doing offline things. But yeah, that one's on my list. I think that could also help, you know, broaden my horizons, expand my vocabulary, and all that jazz. I also got like an agenda, very old school. It's huge. It's a 17-month planner. Showed you the stickers already, but it has very interesting artwork from like different artists in each month. The brand is called Bando, and they choose like a different artist for each month. So I think that's really cool. But it takes me back to, oh, this is a cute one, my sister's month, July. It has like this little notes section that I really like. This is like sort of the format that I'm used to when it comes to a calendar, because I can just fit in my like 3 to 4 or 4 to 5 to-dos in a day, like in one of these blocks. Going back to my roots. But yeah, definitely just, is it analog? Being more analog? I don't know. I obviously have like iCal and Notion, which I know people use to organize themselves, but I'm trying to use it less. And obviously these are heavy, so I'm hanging out with like a little backpack now, but I have to do what I have to do to be less digital. Like, I just don't want it to be all consuming all the time. I guess that's redundant, but yeah, it's a lot. And then my last goal for 2026, this one's also like lower on the list, is to purchase a crossword word search, specifically the circling of the words. I loved those when I was a kid growing up, and like we would go to Vermont every Christmas. I would always like get one at the airport, and I feel like I'm really good at those, and I feel like it's an activity that can keep your mind sharp. Or like buying like a really a really challenging puzzle or something like that. I miss doing those. Either or. I know the tennis is already something that helps sharpen the mind, but I guess this helps sharpen it in a different way. I think the Substack writers and the crossword puzzles are a little lower on my list, and everything else has more like precedence. I hope you enjoyed this video. These are my, I guess, alternative, are they unconventional sort of 2026 goals? I think taking micro steps every day will just help me become this version of myself that I want to become. Hopefully this helps somebody else out there. And again, if you guys have any goals of your own or ideas, please comment below and let me know what your goals are. If there's anything that's like similar, if you got any ideas from this video, I would love to know. And also subscribe if you can. It helps me grow my business. I also do some cozy lifestyle vlogs in case you like that kind of content. I'm gonna sign off now. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll talk soon.